Hello! Happy 7th of December, day 7. Oh, it's flying by, isn't it? It's just going way too fast. There's a few more bits, but a couple of more bits, but I've prepared what I want for today's piece for our box. And what I've done is I've cut them out, this one and this one. I've mounted this onto just plain old cardstock. It was nothing special. And we're going to create a little flippy thing today. So I'm just going to put these little bits over there. I'm going to be using a Tim Holtz paper doll as well, and also a strip of scrapbook paper. And you just need a piece of scrapbook paper that's big enough for these two pieces. So any paper would do. You could even use wrapping paper, it's fine. You might need to mount it on to something a little bit stronger. The first thing I'm going to do, I've inked my pieces, is glue this piece down. Grabbed my paper trimmer and I'm going to line up the edge of the ephemera piece that I've glued down, because I want one long strip. I wanted to make sure it was going to fit, so I didn't cut it in advance. So we end up with something like that. So we'll end up with this. We might need to do a little bit of trimming, but that's fine. We'll do that later. Just grab my ruler and just throwing things around. I'm just going to line my ruler up with the edge of that. Just put a little crease in, and then I'm going to fold that the other way, like so. Lovely, almost perfect. Story of my life, almost perfect. It's not even almost perfect quite often. Okay, and now this piece is going to glue into there. Now what I want to do is make sure this is the edge that needs trimming. So I want to line this up with, this is the edge that needs trimming. So I'm going to line that up with that back edge as well. So when I trim, I'll be able to trim both sides at once. Just want to make sure that folds nicely. Push that down. So to trim, I'm going to just fold that over. They should line up, and I'm just going to take a tiny sliver off there. If you do a better job of cutting in the first place, you won't have to worry about that. And then I'm going to trim around my tags, or my tag shapes. So now we have our little flappy taggy thing. So this piece, I'm going to just glue those three edges, not the top, because this is going to make a pocket, and I'm not going to worry too much about making this perfect, because I'm going to do some sewing. And again, all the sewing that I do is optional. You don't have to sew at all. Pop that on there. So that is the start of our little piece. Now I've inked this, and I want to line this up at the bottom here so I can stitch. I wanted something white, but I'm going to give that a very light ink with my brush just to take the heavy white away. And I'm going to glue this piece. So I could have made these tags separate, but I thought to save ink and time I would make them digitally. So the layered tags are digitally done, but I still want to stitch around that to give it an effect of being two tags. So far so good. I've done a zigzag stitch around the front, and I've done a straight stitch around the back side pocket, and we've now got to decorate this a little bit more. Now I want to use that. This is the tag that I have mounted. I have loads of bits everywhere. Got a piece of holly from a previous digital, and I've got my paper dolls. Now I think there are a couple here that might, actually that's no good. That one might work. Oh, that's exactly the same as that one. Got a little brother and sister maybe there. I have got some Christmas ones coming, but they are a long time coming. That could work. That one could work. Actually, I don't know if I want him. I want to stick with children. At least I haven't got the Christmassy ones yet, but at least they're, let's leave it at that. Let's pick one of these. So she's a little bit big maybe. She's a little bit small. That's not too bad. Yes, that's quite a nice little composition. Let me put my paper dolls back. Do I want to use this somewhere? No. Might use that on the inside, but for now I'm going to say that is what I want on the outside. Now what I'm going to do is, because I quite like this holly on the back of the little girl, so I'm just going to carefully put a little bit of glue just to grab that, and a little bit on the back of her head. That's okay. That's okay. I'm going to put this down first so the little girl stands on it nicely. I want the Christmas Eve to show. I still want the edge of that label. So I'm going to do that. And she hopefully will stand on there. Okay. I'll have her about there so we can still see the Christmas. Oh dear. Not quite in the place I'm not exactly where I wanted it to go, but that's okay. That will be fine. So I know we've got the little bells and holly there, but the tag is going to go into this little pocket. Fingers crossed. Yay! And I think just very simply I'm going to add this to the pocket. I don't know if you'd fit both of these tags in. You might do if you don't add cardstock to the back of your tag like I have on this one. If you were just using these, you probably would get both in. But I'm happy just using one, and I will use the other one at a later date. Now, I am not quite sure yet. I'm going to put my tag in. I have bits everywhere. I've picked a number 7 to go somewhere, and I also have a piece of red ribbon, and I've made a little circle because I'm not sure if I'm going to have ribbon here or if I'm going to use this as the tab, as the little tab to hold the... I actually really like that. So maybe I don't need the ribbon. I wonder what that would look like though. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for this. I think that's what I'm going to do. We left that plain. That one I used the green. What I'm going to do, which I'm probably going to regret, is I'm going to use this darker green that I didn't use before, So let me grab a post-it note I'm just going to give that a spray. That's very, very, very dark. Oh, actually I quite like that now. Yeah, like it. Get that out of the way. Yes. That's nice. And I'm not going to do anything to the little wooden piece either. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lift my tag out very slightly. And I'm going to add this while my tag is in there so it doesn't overlap. Yeah, I think I want those bottom 4 done. Oh, that's actually a better side, isn't it? You can see where it's been cut. Right. I have the ones with the kind of glittery silver on too. Am I doing that one? Oh, I don't think I wanted to do that one. These are quite fragile. They do break quite easily, so hopefully we'll keep this in one piece. Oh, which ones are the glue on? Okay. Put that there. I'm just going to take that out for a moment. Make sure that's nice and stuck. And then add my number 7. Yeah, I like that. I like that. And I'm not going to do, actually I'm going to lift that out a little bit more, just so that doesn't stop that from closing. I'm not going to do anything fancy to close this. I'm just going to grab a paper clip. So after me saying I had no silver paper clips, I actually found some vintage ones. I bought several packs actually, and I'd squirreled them away to never use ever, because they're lovely. But I do have 2 boxes of each, so I've decided one box I'm going to use, the other box I will keep. And I'm just using this little triangle one, and that's just going to slot on, keeping it very, very simple. So that is our day 7 little flippy tag, flippy out taggy pocket. I hope you like it. As usual, the digitals will be in my Facebook group and another day will be removed. Thanks for joining me again. Let's pop it in the box. It's a little bit smaller than some of the others, but it's sitting in there. Oh, we've got 7. Doesn't that look wonderful? I just like to flip through them. I sit here during the day and just flip through them. They also give me inspiration for the next pieces, because I keep looking and thinking, well, that one opened from the side, and that's a tag in a pocket, and that's a tag pocket, and this one is a side pocket. So it's just kind of, it gives me inspiration for what I can do next. And tomorrow's digital is already done, so it's something a little bit different again, but all obviously within this theme. I'm really happy with how it turns out, and I'm amazed actually that it's day 7 and I'm still doing it. Haven't given up yet. Thanks to everybody who is working along. It's amazing. I'm so enjoying seeing your little spins on this, the little tweaks you're making. It's absolutely brilliant. So I will see you all tomorrow. I now cannot not film, can I? It's got to be done every day. So I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.